lifted the ban on political campaigns. So this is a time of intense politics around the country. I want to remind all of us that military professionalism has a lot to do with discipline. And it also has a lot to do with being neutral in politics. We are not expected to get involved, take part in political activities, political campaigns, and so on and so forth. Our job is to make sure that we create a stable and peaceful, secure environment for political activities to go on. The only part of politics that we get involved is when it is time to vote. And we just go and vote. So please, I advise you to be very professional in the conduct of your duties. Don't get involved in illegal duties, illegal escorts of civilians and commercial activities that you have not been authorized. And don't misuse or misapply your personal weapons that will be given to you for official duties. This is very important.
No, please give another resounding round of applause.
Okay, now, when election they reach before, the question I want to ask is this. Max, you'd be there military, you know about it. So the question comes to you. When election come, before for Nigeria, you know, how many times you don't go do retraining of how to shoot gun before? Now don't do it before. Your mic.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Military training, excuse me, and skill at arms training is a constant thing. It's a constant, let's say, exercise, military exercise that every soldier, undergo while in active service. It helps the soldier for efficiency, proficiency, and a very high marksmanship, a very high marksmanship, yes, in order to face the enemy and targets. That being said, the video you watch and the people that are there are the Air Force branch. They are the Air Force branch. If you look at the background at the side, you will see Marshal, but that thing is number is Air Marshal. It should be Air Marshal I.O. Ahmad. That is the man that is commanding them there. You see, in real sense of it, you don't supposed to have soldiers, military. When you talk of you have the army, the navy, and the air force participating in what we call IS. IS is internal security. Internal security is mainly for the paramilitary, the police, because our job, the job of the military is well spelled out. Your job is to protect the country in which you are serving against internal and external aggression. Territorial aggression. These are your job. That is why in those days, you don't see soldiers coming out. They are always in the barracks. They don't come out. That is why they build markets for them. They build in the barracks, they call it Mami markets. They build bars for them. The other rank have where they call other rank bar. From staff side, from
military mess.
Yeah,
military
from good. From no, there are categories. From private to corporate, they have what they call other rank canteens, where they go and drink, smoke, do everything they want to do. It's a big place. That is for them. It's their canteen, their bar, their drinking bar. You want to drink, you go there. If you don't want to drink, if you go to the Mami market, you buy drink and drink. That one is market. Then from sergeant, that is 3 rope on your shoulder here, to army warrant officer at this now. That's the biggest rank. Then you have what they call sergeant mess. That sergeant mess is from sergeant 3 rope on your shoulder to the highest, that is the army warrant officer. Then when you are from the officer cadre, that is the first peak on your shoulder here, from 2nd lieutenant down to field marshal, then you go to officer's mess. That is where you go to mess and mess yourself up. That's why they do all their things, everything, drink, whatever. Guest house. In some places they have guest house there, everything. They have everything there. You don't see soldiers coming out. You see them coming out. In fact, in those days, during our, they were coming, banks will bring their money under escort and come and pay us in the barracks. Or your money will be paid into your account. Then you will use your mufti to go and take your money from the bank. And if you are going to go out on uniform, you must take what they call pass to go to the town and come back. It was not easy for you to go. When you see, the army were well respected in those days. You don't see them coming out. The only people that has that cordiality and constant presence, with the civilians are the police. That is why they call them paramilitary. They are the ones that are responsible for every security within Nigeria. And if there are instances where soldiers can be called in, and a president cannot, it is in their constitution, a president cannot call out soldiers unless there is a tacit approval from the people's, house. Before soldiers can be released, because once you are calling for soldiers, you are calling for people to come and die. That is how it is. Soldiers don't come and fire you and kill. No. They don't come and attack. They are coming to do what they ask them to do.
In other words, Max, sorry. In other words, just be brief now in summary. In other words, as election they come now, soldiers they go learn how to listen. I know say this one where you they talk na normal military routine, but this one na special training for election will come. So now my question is this: soldiers supposed go do special training because election they come. One, if they are doing it, for which election are they doing it, and where are they going to send them to?
You see, most often the only people. I don't know the reason why Air Force. This is Air Force. Air Force are not as visible when it comes to a military participation. They are few in number, but the bulk is on the infantry, the army. So they are now training themselves to protect themselves. Maybe to be equipped. Sometimes soldiers learn something, then after some time, if you are not practice what you have been taught in the past, you won't be perfect. They say training makes perfect. So that is why every 6 months soldiers go and learn to maximize their shooting skills in what they call range classifications. So the system, the situation in Nigeria calls for every military personnel serving to be very, very careful with what is going on. You see, they said, so being a military man, when they tell you that this is what you're supposed to do, but when you get to the field and the dance, the music changes, master, brother, you have to change to what is there. So they are training and retraining themselves, equipping themselves in order to tackle most of the problems they think that is going to happen in the process. So that is what I see them doing there. They are just, doing their normal training, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Mazi Okongwa, where is Paul Onwubiko? Paul Onwubiko don't vamos. Okay, Mazi Okongwa, what do you want to talk?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mas. You made it clear, See, if you ask me, there is a lot of Nigeria is at war. We are in the war. Adeboye later come talk now. Last Sunday I read one thing that I'm looking for that and I couldn't get it again. We read it that Adeboye declared that nobody should deceive you that Nigeria is not in war. Nigeria is in war. So all these people you see that they are training is because of the country has failed. Because in a normal country where the country is run by original, I could say, democracy, why must they employ the whole battalions in order just for election? Last time there's a vote here in Amsterdam, everybody went to vote here. You can't even see there's a vote. You can't even notice there's a vote. You can't even see siren. You can't even see news. You can't see people like Ruben Abati talking rubbish. You can't see all these criminals popping up. Why must Air Force begin to train because of simple election? This is why we say that Nigeria is a fair state. All these people you see that are training, they are not coming to do anything. After everything, they will direct them to the southeast. That is where all they are training to go and kill our people. Because this time around, God will also going to bring them down anywhere they fly. Because this time around, we have declared it, there is no election in Biafra land because we have shut the door, in fact, of negotiation. What we want is simple referendum, because all these soldiers you see that are training, after they will bring them to southeast to come and kill us with their air flights. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Paul Onwubiko, you're welcome.
Welcome. Am I coming out, please?
Very clear.
Your voice is even bigger than the microphone.
Honestly.
Huh?
Very well.
Your voice is louder than microphone. No? I hope you don't pay landlord this month.
Okay.
Welcome, my
brother.
My
brothers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the great work and the hard work you are doing. Austin, 247, you always 247. Biafrans, we congratulate you people for giving us courage to carry on this task. It's not easy, but when it's getting easy, when it's difficult is when it's ending. The line is no election in Biafran land, and that is what all Biafran has said. What motivates? Because we've seen the same people who deceive Gowon to stand against the Aburi Accord, the way they are now promoting P2B. I hope I'm coming out well.
Yeah, you are coming out well.
So we have come today to advise them that it is obvious now Nigeria has no other hope except Igbo man to come and help them. And Africa has no other hope. Black people all over the world has no other hope than Biafra. So we are now dealing direct to the taproot of our problem. The real taproot is Biafra.
Hey, network.
He's having issues. I think his own network is not balanced. You see? Yeah, it's back.
He's back.
They take light for a house. They don't bring them up NEPA. Paul, continue.
Paul, we can't hear you. Or mute if you can.
We know they hear you, Paul.
Paul, I don't know Nikeja.
I've been Ajangbadi.
Go out and come. Go out and come.
Paul, can you hear us? In network with the Wahala.
You see, let's go, France, please, Paul. Don't come here now, don't disturb us. So what we're saying,
sorry, before you go on, I want us to know that this video, this soldier video, they are training specifically for election. So Biafrans, these people now for election particularly. Nobody say that they do any other thing for election. And this election, where they get problem for election.
Mazugo, let me put a little bit so that people can get us very clear. See, listen, like Mas have rightly said, I grew up in the barrack. I stay all my life in barrack. You know, my in-law that time, every morning they go for sports. It's a must that every military man, both police, scout, doesn't matter. If you are in even securities, there's a place where they train every morning. You must be fit because while you are in the back, they can invade you. So you must be at alert. That is the part of the purpose why they are constant training. But it's not with the state of Nigeria, so that people misunderstand us here. Nigerian Air Force are not training as usual. This is a special task, he said, concerning the election. So we are going to see in the due time how many soldiers that are going to bring in the southeast before this. There's no election that is even going on, but you see what they're going to do. They will come out and so, and that is when this woto we're talking will be born, fully born. You know, woto still they do press up. That is when they will see the woto where they come. They do press up. They do like this. They do like this. That's why they come. So what we're saying is, if they like, may they train them, put them as normal, put them for Daura, put them anywhere they want to put them, but not in the southeast. You have right to train them. Some of them say they fall from up, they fall for down. Where do they train? They don't fall inside highway. Nigeria Army carry parachute, they train. Before you know it, they fall for ground like a rat. We go which rat when I there for one man turned to rat, one go by somebody, the man wake up, now he fall from there, you come human being. If you see the that say this witch there, truly.
But these were they are my comrades when they destroy like this.
I'm telling you, the man no say. The man say all this one wait there for yard. They said the man they target and say na witch, and that man they tell us this man na witch. I'm telling you, this koro. If you want, what did they do from some of the window in the night? You know, in Ghana, the Kurdish camp people are punchy.
They go roast them, chop them.
You see, the boys. You see, there's something I would like to tell our people. You see, bro. You see, every you see, we have what we call routines. Mondays, Wednesdays, you do what that is what they call morning PT, physical training. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening, you have what they call evening games. And every month, every three months, that's what they call a medical fitness test, where you go and run and walk and come back and check your medical. That is just to keep you alert and to keep you fit medically, physically, and so on and so forth. So in time like this, Nigeria is no more in a normal situation. There is what we call peacetime and wartime. Nigeria is no more in peacetime because there are, attacks from left, right, and center everywhere. So, and when you look at the number of the active personnel that Nigeria can boast of, especially in the military in general, they are not many. The strength of the Nigerian military is very, very low compared to the population of the country. When you look at the police too, the police is the strength of the police is very, very low compared to the population of the country. So that is why they are looking for all these sister security agents to augment on what they have. And that's the reason why they are now making the armed forces now, that is the military, to become, to do the work of a police. So that is, it's not supposed to be in that manner. It's not supposed to be that way. But what would they do? Look, after training and so on and whatever they are going to do, it's just that, like my brother said, who no go no. Who no go no. You see, when the time comes, when you look at, in fact, I was very, very stunned when I saw soldiers landing with torn parachute, torn chutes. You can see it from the ground up there. You will see the thing, like say one part of a zinc has been removed from the roof. You will be looking at through there is no parachute. If nobody lands with torn or perforated parachutes, it is semi-suicide that you are going to commit. When I did my own training for 1 year, we had what we call the manual and the automatic that is on you. In case the manual did not open, the automatic will now, acting on gravity, the more you fall, the more you gain, momentum and gravity. Where the gravity will be acting on that body heavily, the more you are falling. So that is how it is. You see, you look at that one. You see how open that one is. Look at the other one. Look at it. And go to ahead. The one that land on the car. Go and see the force that I have never landed with such force before. And it is as a result of that torn parachute.
What about this one? This one, well land for 3.
You control it. You see,
this one no get control, though.
This we are, you control parachute. You see, how can you control something that air is passing through? You cannot control something air is passing through. So it is very, very difficult to do that now, Matthew.
You hang like also.
He's supposed to.
See people where their electricity high tension they everywhere they do training. Who's the other?
If he get up, he die.
He die. There are one voice high tension. International Army.
Hello.
Yeah,
voice.
Max. Yeah.
Permit me to get something sorted out. I will join you before you end the program, please.
Okay,
All right.
okay,
Okay,
beautiful.
Max,
Thank
we
you.
did here.
Thank you for your time, Max. Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much.
You see,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now
Uh,
247.
uh
247.
okay.
You see how this is before like griggity bam for grand, like Uze. You know that they pull Uze. And if they say that the day we God they sleep, you see all this high tension where they did there, they go just hang there, they go dry like fish. Say they do tell them for country where don't die. I beg you. 247, I think this Asaba massacre is one of the things we have to also talk
Yeah,
more because it is
yeah,
something that is very urgent that will begin to lecture our people in this massacre of Asaba. That was the first place where one of the places where the impunity of the Nigerian state happens to the people of Igbo. And the real
yeah,
story of that Asaba massacre has never been told. I think there's a time for broadcast or tomorrow or anytime. But partially, that's what we're saying here now. People should notice that a lot of things happen to Asaba people, and also some of them are still saying today they are not Biafrans. After every
yeah.
evidence that they kill you as a Yamene, after evidence that they kill you as a Yamene, some of you in Asaba say, I'm from Delta State. What we are saying here in the nutshell is on this Friday, it is our mandated sit at home on 7th.
Whether I like them, you know, like
Whether
them.
you like them, if you're not the greeter, tell your wife, say, Corona, don't die outside, stay inside house. Because there's a need for us to respect those who died for us, who the Fulanis killed. According to the information of this Asaba massacre, uncounted human beings were killed by the state of Nigeria. Men were, tomorrow there's a lot of video we're going to show. The ones that are not going to have a strike, we're going to show it so that people will see the impunity that Nigerian state has committed against Biafrans all the way from Asaba in 1969, October 7. That is why we must not relent in supporting this particular move, and especially this time grace that God has given us now for escape. This time we are now, it is the channel, it is the best opportunity time God has given us in the face of this struggle that every one of us must, support in anything that we're doing, support in tweeting as Dragon has commanded us. He said that every one of us should go back to tweet and begin to twink to that United States Secretary of whatever, that we are not fools, that we are awake. But nevertheless, we must talk about the Asaba massacre. When the Fulanis were going house to house, collecting every male child. When you hear some stories, your ear go the boy. When the Fulanis went, and when they collect a baby from the man's hand, they give the baby to the wife and tell him to tell the wife goodbye and ask him to move forward. Once they shot him dead in the presence of his wife and the child in the hand. Asaba massacre was when the Fulanese, Nigerian army, in 1969 went to Asaba. They killed a lot of human beings. There's no, in fact, burial ground, mass grave of who. They say people were using wheelbarrow. When you select your own dead body, the ones where they don't rot
Wheelbarrow no there that time.
wheelbarrow no themselves. They rent wheelbarrow like I see, they rent a limousine.
Truck.
Dead body. Some of the dead bodies that they were able to identify was some of the people who have shops, who has a domain where they say that things, maybe that
Mark.
people,
Those that have mark.
they have marks, so that people go there, have those. This is what happened. That's why if you are a Asaba person hearing us here, there is a need that you will tell your people to respect those who died in Asaba before more Heberona. So that's why we're saying, and the Dragon also have sent a message to the Delta State government that they should allow the people, don't disturb the people who are going to sit at home. It is mandatory that we respect them. Those who were killed in Asaba massacre. When you hear the story, go to I could say to Wikipedia, go and type in Google Asaba massacre. The horrible things you will see and hear will trigger you to say, let us be free now, because they have not ended. The people who are sponsoring them are there. So that's why we are saying the Asaba massacre must be, those who died there must be respected the same way we respect Ikoso, Ujuku, those who died in this particular struggle. We must remember them. Thank you, 247.
Yeah, talking of that Asaba massacre, Mazokongwa, there's a video I want us to see here.
Okay.
Ogbo sawa bụ ebe wakpo anyị won Nigeria. O village ọbụla kwadebe ejila akwa ọcha. N'elu na anyị bịa ịnabata ndị oyi anyị. Anya ịmụhụ na anyị bịa na ga-ese non dimitis. That is goodbye till we meet no more.
Every time you watch this video of Asaba, chiefs, kings, mamas who were there cries, means it is unbearable. Every time you watch this Asaba massacre story from YouTube to anywhere you find the 247, every man, you will see a king who were present in Asaba massacre, tears will be gushing and oozing from the eyes of this old man. Many people, Asaba massacre, one of the most dangerous things that have happened in Igbo land, the most wicked thing the Nigerian army has done ever in the history of Africa, in the world. Both men and children were slaughtered. Blood was everywhere. They forced our women to marry them. That's why you see some people today, when you're telling them Biafra, Biafra, they will tell you what? P2B, P2B, P2B. Some of all these people are people that were pregnanted during the end of the war, and the Fulanese soldiers. They were forced to marry to soldiers in Asaba after the massacre. A lot of evil has happened to Biafrans. Could you imagine that this old man will be crying? Is this a sentiment? This is not a sentiment. We thank God also that we still have some people like this who will tell us the real thing, because our history has been hidden away from us in all dimensions of education. And that's why now God is also scattering every system in Nigeria, because Biafra must be free and the Oduduwas must go. Why we must be free is because we are tired of seeing the death of human beings, even the Fulanese. We want to be free. Africa has to be liberated, and Biafra is the key. That is the good. Thank you. Go on with the movie.
Ndị oyi anyị. Anya ịmụhụ na anyị bịa na ga-ese non dimitis. That is goodbye till we meet no more.
The pen is still there.
1970. Anyị bịa ka anyị jee zụta ndị agha Nigeria. Bịa bulu egwu. Anyị mara na ọ bụ a game of death ka anyị ba n'ime ya. Nọ na iluzi wagadazi anyị n'ebu ọ. Bịa singula ụmụ nwoke niile out. Ụmụ nwanyị bịa this side. Ọ gị ka anyị ga-afụzi. They open fire. We will go machine gun gahube our people. And they were slaughtered in thousands.
Ugo, wait, pause it. You know, Mazugo, you see, this kind of video you see you're playing now, it's not something that somebody will be here watching and he's not, or she or he is not sharing it. There is a need that everyone go and share this broadcast, especially some of people who don't know what is happening. The moment you share it on your handle, you can share it on your Facebook, copy the link and share it everywhere. You are part of this media team. Forget whether you are here or you are with me in this studio or not. The moment you share this broadcast and somebody else who don't know we are online, who have never seen this kind of old man crying for what happened in Asaba, God will bless you for opening their eyes. Share this broadcast and click the button anywhere you see it. Share it. Thank you, man.
Diego, honestly, this man, if I watch him, they make me cry.
Of course.
Bụ ndị ozu dakpudo n'azụ. Obero n'ebe a. So nke a na-ekwu ife a. Ofu onye afọ m. Simbana moto. Abana moto. Amoron no kwa another killing field. Field in the same west. No bo so wa. Abia nebo ne na mu nwoke ka wajukwa. Umu nwoke anyị. Wabia se anyị gwa grave. Wabia se anyị face ya the grave. Wase anyị start saying your prayer. Ekpele can ekpezi with other people. One Land Rover land ya. Oblubab Ali, my classmate na New Better College Onitsha. Ofuziam Sonny, what are you doing here? He said, you know I'm from Asaba. It's to join my people. Ose mumu bayana moto zibo. He commanded me. Abiam banyana jeep where. One other person, John Okonya, Amabanya. Anya the car drive from here to that place. They opened machine gun. The whole people there were mowed down. Ndị niile bụbu ụmụ nwanyị na-enifa. Ọ bụ ilu na-abọsa ozu maka nwa niile eji akwa ọcha. Ịbọsagide ozu fụ nke ịmarị. Ibuluje ni ya. Ị na-aga ifudene ka ọ nọ n'elu mmadụ na pọnchị afọ ya.
Mazosen. Hey, now here is the follow-up to waiting you hear, you see. You see, it is good that of Onketa Koro Exie Makada Mama Medenketa no say you pincham. Now, Mazokong, they see the screen. A short summary, who they call. Make we read this in finish before you go call. Whoever you be, where they call, no verse. I no go pick am now. Make we finish this in. I beg. Make we finish am. Yeah. So now the summary be this. A short summary of the genocide. Excuse me. A short summary of the genocide against Biafrans in Nigeria. History of massacre. Number one, Kano. In 1945, over 200 Igbos were killed. Excuse me. Again, in Kano, 1980. Mazi, say what?
Kano, go on. I'm reading together, yeah.
Okay. Okay, again, in Kano, 1980, over 1,000 Igbos were killed. Again, number three, in 1966 massacre, 40,000 Igbos. We dey busy now. Call back later, beg. I just pick and make I respect you till you say call back later. Just sorry. Okay. Thank you. Then, in 1966 massacre, 40,000 Igbos, Igbo Christians, not be only Igbos this time. These were the times they went house to house searching. They see Mazokonkwo, they see Bible for your house, they go carry them. Mazokonkwo, you be Christian or you be Muslim. You say be Muslim, you say be Christian, they go carry you. They kill total 40,000. Then in May 29th, 1967, over 200,000 Igbo Christians were killed. Then, between 1967 to 1970, over 3 million killed during the bloody civil genocide they called war, including the Asaba genocide massacre. Then in Kano in 1980, over 40,000 Igbos were killed. Madugri, 1982 to 1983, over 500 Igbos were killed. Jimeta, 1984, more than 1,500 Igbos were killed. Gombe, 1985, Zaria, 1987, Kaduna and Kafanshan, 1991, Bauchi and Katsina, 1991, Kano, 91, Kangon, Zangon Katafe, 1992, Funtua, 1993, Kano again, 1994, Kaduna, 2000, Kaduna again, 2001, Maiduguri, 2001, Jos Maiduguri crisis, September 2001, Kaduna, 2002, Jos, November 2008, beheading of Gideon Akaloka in December of 1996 in a police station in Kano. In a police station, no be just say they behead am, see am. In a police station in Kano, beheading of Gideon Akaloka. Gideon Akaloka is indigene of Biafra, hail from the so-called divide and rule state of Imo. Gideon Akaloka in December 1996 in a police station, just the same way they killed Deborah. St. Maurice killed December 2001. Post April 2011 presidential election, 10 youth corps men, 10 youth corps 10 youth corps men and the women and the numerous citizens murdered because a Christian Sultan was elected. You hear him? Mazokogwo, you hear
I'm here.
this one? You hear
I
him?
didn't hear that too first of the year. They go.
He say post April 2011. This one na yesterday, presidential election. Now who be that? Na Obasanjo.
I think with post 25, post April 2027 presidential election, 10
No,
youth
no be
corps,
Obasanjo. I think na Jonathan. Na Jonathan.
2011, Nigeria, yes.
Na Jonathan, okay.
Mm.
Post April 2011 presidential election. 10 youth corps. That's 10 youth corpers,
Men and
10 of
women,
them,
and numerous
men and the
citizens.
women, and the numerous citizens murdered because a Christian sultana was
Was
elected.
elected.
Because nobody said they argue, because they elected somebody.
And nobody have ever talked about this openly.
I never see this before, Mazioko. I no
And it
go lie.
becomes a very silent news that even we don't know.
I never know about this.
2011. Dara.
I never know about this. I never know about this. Anyway, so number 26, Just Christmas Eve 2010, Madala Christmas Day 2011, Mubi January 6, 2012. The many Igbo deaths caused by Boko Haram, which of course has the full backing of the northern elite. Northern elites include governors, politicians, barristers, ministers, presidents. Then number 30, 2015, Muhammadu Buhari got into government. Over 5,000 IPOB members have been killed and 5,000 imprisoned. The enmity against Ndibo is deeply seated in the heart of Hausa Fulani of Nigeria. It is imperative to correct false propaganda making, run an attempt by every successive government in Nigeria to cover this genocide. In 1953, when independence loomed, Ahmadu Bello, the founder of Gamji, said, "We cannot fight to dispense of white masters, only to be ruled by new black masters called Igbo." Even here in the north, they run the post offices, railway, civil services, and they have taken up all the shops we create. Call them Igbo, but you can also call them Zionists. But we shall not relinquish the estate of our fathers to such wretched people who have, excuse me, who have never had an administration before. Source 1968, the year that shook the world, by water shoes. In 1964, Major Gibson Jallo, after downing a bottle or two at the Cassia Barracks mess, moaned, "We are captives to these Igbos. We can never enjoy our new nation until we chase every single Igbo man out of the north." Source: the five majors. Sem Jallo, Martin Adam murdered Colonel Tim Onwu Atuegu many days after the war at Abakaliki in 1967. Mazokonkwo.
I'm here with you.
Okay, it is finishing. Let me just finish.
Yeah, you see, go on, so that we can.
Obesam Abacha.
We are in Abakaliki in 1967. Start from there.
1967, the year shows a major. Okay.
How are they addressing?
In 1960. Okay, we are captives to these Igbos. I think I've gone beyond this.
Yeah. Okay.
Thus, last days of Biafra by a Madibu, by a Madebo, there are more. Maduebo, they call him Madiebo. Madiebo, there are more as a mere local measure, but substantive captain, your boss Sani Abacha strode into the Air Force Base mess into the Air Force Base mess in 1966 and shouted at Colonel Jubrin, Air Force commander, "It is our duty to teach the Igbos a final lesson, and they will never leave their regions anymore." Source: last flight by Air Ogbe Sem Abacha implemented a PTF roguery repair of rules that gave the Southeast a mere 4%, when Northwest had 89%. Northeast 92%, North Central 72%, Southwest 39%, and the South 35%. I believe say South, those who say they be South, they hear them. Do not they hear them back 35%, while the others they get 92%. Okay, for all the love of that darling Igbo of our dear Eda, the Southeast got only 4%.
Only 4%.
Through the regime, only for through the regime, visually every airport in the Nigeria, including the 1 week flight to Sokoto Airport, are all international airports. When it was proposed to develop the Uguta Gulf as the best possible sea sanctuary for Europe, for Eurobound vessels, Abacha flatly rejected it and it drifted in his insane style to plans to dredge the Niger up to Bosa, which he never did.
It's
Do
like it's
you know?
mass. It's mass on the studio.
I don't know. I don't know. No, he is not. But if you want, okay, Mas is back. Let me share. Let me post the link for him because I changed the link. Mas Okonkwo, if we keep reading this and you go the verse,
Yeah,
they go.
yeah, it's gonna be too long. You know me. I have to really relax for job. So that's why I'm looking my time.
Max, that is the link.
Mass, I
Max,
think. Yeah,
that is the link.
I saw a comment from Blessing. That's why.
Yeah, I put it.
Yeah.
I've pasted the link there.
You
So
see,
Mas Okonkwo, I don't know
Ugo,
what you want to say.
let me make some point here so that when Mass come, I will allow you and him so I can go and prepare myself for my job. You see,
No, we are done. Even by now,
okay.
we are done.
Now you see all this, just like what Pastor Steve was saying the other day. A lot of things will begin to unfold, and a lot of secrets will begin to come out. Not only within the IPOB, there is a lot of fire that have been hidden. There are this guy they call Nasio. I like his music. He said, "The truth they try to find long time ago, the truth they try to hide, but it's not. The truth is coming out inside the light." There is one thing people must understand. You see, the natural, I could say, the nature. You cannot hold nature. The more you frustrate the truth, you can't kill it. It can take long, but it must spring off. Now, all these things you are reading is original document that shows how we have been killed and how they have planned. The whole thing is talking the same thing, Ugo. How they are planning against do you see the kind of hate they have for the Igbos? That thing they're saying is, I like to put Bible to what I'm saying. If you read the book of Numbers 21 and 23, Numbers 22 and 23, you see those times, there was a time people of Israel want to pass, and people want to lay curse on people who just want to go their way. Until God stopped them and said, God, Balak and Balaam, this story.
Yeah.
Why are the Igbo so hated? Sometimes I ask myself why. And they are killing us like mosquito. And still, we the Igbos don't want to listen. Not somebody there here, they threaten say, go kill me, kill my family last time. And they don't know who he's talking to. Threaten me for what I have never even said. I don't even know the person he's talking about. When we see these numbers of the massacre and the humiliations, how they have killed our people from these early ages they are reading from this script, Mazugo, they're supposed to know it is not about killing your brother and collecting money from the zoo and eat. You see, the numbers of the people that are dying, suppose when you hear this kind of message, you go get in Pado, you cannot kill this kind of people in the north and they will not look for your head. I got somebody. This thing is good to read it so that they will know the numbers of our people that have killed, man. Look at how many numbers of Igbo they killed everywhere. And they die the story. No children in the school have read it. That is the
because
greatest.
they wiped away our history.
They wiped the history. Wipe away. Saying no. Mass had the color. Say whether no victor, no vanquish.
No victor, no vanquish.
Use grammar.
No victor, no vanquish. But some people were vanquished.
Was that everything? Even self, you see, do you? Oh, Mass, make I live on.
And they are still vanquishing us.
And go in the month.
You see, my people, I am sorry. I'm so sorry that I left. You see, when I was going to pick my daughter from school, I was also looking at this. You see, these are documents that are there. The white man say, if you want to hide any vital information from a black man, put it in a book. This thing that you are reading is there. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu opened up this thing before he was kidnapped. Our people refused to listen. for those of look, when it comes to things like this, I speak with passion. I speak with passion because I was in the northern part. I said the core northern part. That was where I was for 18 good years. I speak Hausa very well. Biafran voice, you know, I speak Hausa very well. And I speak part little Fufulude. I speak Zango Kataf language. The people you just mentioned, 1992, Zango Kataf. You see, so these are some of the
There's a voice issue or internet mana.
You see all that people, most of them over there, shamelessly came out and told their brothers and sisters in the East that they are northern Igbos. What does that tell you? Mazen Nambekanu told them, so okay, because of you, we cannot renege. We cannot drop this restoration, Biafra restoration. Since you cannot come out, since you can't come back home, and because of you, they are saying, that is the reason why when you tell them, oh, Igbos, there are over 5 million, 6 million Igbos doing their business free, open church and things and all this. How can they live Nigeria? These are the people that they are using to determine those people that are in the south that are suffering. I told you before, they killed Qassam Suleiman in Syria or Iran. They will come to Nigeria and kill. They killed Saddam Hussein. US killed Saddam Hussein. Also, Nketarasi, Ezabereu, Nketalansi, Ezerezeu, Ebu Hebeni, Nda America Buha, then our Igbo people will, in fact, from 1993, from 1992, 93, down to 2004 when I left, I witnessed most of those things that happened there. It was not somebody that told me. Sharia law 2000, January 2000, under OBJ, about in my house where I was saying, because that time I was just a newly promoted staff sergeant at that time. I live in a 3 bedrooms myself, just like they call it senior NCO quarters. In my house, I had over 25 people in my house. Some of them were Yorubas and Igbos living in my house. I would stay in the sergeant mess just for them to stay in their house as, you know, displaced people, internally displaced people. For those of you people that knows Central Market Kaduna, when they change from Central Market Kaduna to Aliu Gumi Market right now, they change it to Muslim in order to remove. This is a very, you know, demonic way of removing your history. They will just come to, they will remove your history and plant their own. That is who they are. If you go to Central Market Kaduna today, it has been renamed Ali Gumi Market in order just to remove anything about indigenous. The indigenous about that market has been removed and named a different person. This is the way they are. This is how they're
using systematical to terminate all the whole indigenous people.
Just to erase anything that shows that this is indigenous to these people. They will change it immediately. They are changing them all over. That is why the only thing that is visible in the northern part of Nigeria, indigenous Hausa people and the minority indigenous people there, is that Hausa language. That's all.
That's all.
That's all. No other thing. Their kings cannot move. The emirs are controlling them. They control everything in that place. If not for the soldiers that day, in fact, let me tell you one thing people should understand. anywhere you see Igbo man, even if it be one person, if you are going to attack their businesses, you will find it difficult to attack them unless they don't want to do what they know how to do best. That central market that covers more than 10 or 15 football fields. If you go to the electronic parts where they say these are the places that I buy my electronics in Kaduna that time, they are very cheap. As the same price you buy it in Onisha or Aba is the same price you buy it there, because they brought it in box, in larger quantity. That's how they bring it there. If you see what they did to them there, in fact, these people were so wicked that they would enter into a big shop. They cannot carry the thing. God punished them in such a way that they are so envious and they are very jealous, so envious. Carry the thing now, go and use it in your house. No, Babu. They will just carry all and come to the center of the road and smash it just to make you feel that you are not welcome in that place. This is what they did 2000 during that Sharia, uprising.
Mas, you are counting too far. Just this year, it happened again in Ghana. It happened in Kaduna. After they killed the border, it happened.
Okay, look at the bomb blast. Look at the bomb blast in Sabongeri, the school there. Was it not this year?
Yeah, this year.
Where children were affected. You see blood draining from the children. Little children, kindergarten.
So horrible.
So horrible, my brother. And our people still remain in such places.
The answer on your Dokara.
I'm going to leave you people. Max, then I will.
Say his closing remark before he go.
Yes, I want to greet Biafrans and I salute all of you. I just came back from work. I said, let me join 247 so that people can hear my voice again. I'm here. I'm live and direct. Please share this message. You see, especially that place where we read. It is something you have to copy out and put it to yourself. It's very necessary. These are informations that we have to begin to get now. Now that it's coming out from the right source, we're going to grab all of them, the keeper, so that the killings in our land must stop. But we must not forget the sit at home, which is coming on Saturday, on Friday, which is 7. And many of you who have been wanting us to do their folder, their flyers, their logo. All of you now don't get on a logo, and we have never see or show the numbers where, anywhere, you're not supposed to be here, or to use your number to join some of the group in autopilot so that we will see your logo. It is when you use that your logo and join the autopilot, I would say, bigger forums, they will know that you have something like people of Netherlands to add those logo. I have already added Netherlands, or I mean other people that their own have been done. You can find a way also to show it to people, or sometimes you call in on the program to announce to your people that now you have your own autopilot group forum. So don't forget to do that. The reason is that we can be able to afford raising money in the individual, so they can be gathering your monthly dues to support the Eastern Security Network. It's very essential. We are on a critical junction. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mas. Thank you, Bright. 247, I greet all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Austin.
Okay, bye-bye. God bless you.
Austin.
Sir.
Okay. Austin, I'd like to have your number, please.
Okay, we'll send it to you directly.
Okay, I already written Ugo on WhatsApp.
Okay, let me send it on a private message.
Today?
Yes, I wrote to you like.
Okay, yes, I'll write down for private message here.
Yeah, that is it. It's WhatsApp.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bless.
Bye-bye, manna.
Okay. Okay, you are welcome, Bright.
So,
Can you hear me, Bright?
yes, I can hear you very clear.
Okay, you are welcome. I don't know if you have anything to say.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of things to say when it comes to the situation that we have gone through. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Bright Osai, and I am from a South local government area of Delta State in Biafra land. And I want to thank you very much, Ugo, Austin, and our soldier there, and every one of you who are in the studio, and our Biafrans people at home who are going through the worst time. And my heart goes to our ESN people. We love you, and I myself, I really appreciate the job that you guys are doing. And of course, you know, the situation that our people have gone through. If you are still alive today as an Igbo man, especially Igbo man, if you are still alive today, you must know that you are a very, very great human being. At a time when the whole world turned against you and they decapitated us, killed us like no man business, and nobody comes to our rescue. But God came for our rescue because you are here today and I'm here today. That is the most important factor in this very Biafran restoration. Because I'm here, you are here, I have you, you have me, and that is why the race must continue. And people who massacre try to write us off history. And that is why we continue to cause the people of Britain and everything they represent. God is going to tear them into pieces. Of course, God will tear Britain apart. And those who contributed to killing our children, about 3 million of them, God will never forgive them. God will never let them go scot-free for that evil. While they were killing us, they were mounting pipelines and dragging our oil to Britain, and they hide it from you and I. Because of this very reason, God will never forgive them. And I want to tell you, I want to tell you how all these things started. This was a proportion of the British and the Arab people to take our land because of what we have. They killed us because they needed to steal from us. Some of our ancestors called them opportunists. They hide these stories from you because they already had the agreement they had in Berlin to divide you and I and divide Igbo people and their ancestral families. They took advantage of our various differences in language and they tear us into parts. And God will tear them apart. Britain will be written off history. It's just a time. Of course, God will write written off history. Their next generation, their fourth generation to come, their future and future generation to come, they will never know peace. It will never ever be well with Britain. Of course, it will never ever be well with Britain. And I am telling you that before Nigeria was created, there were different evils that were going on between the Royal Niger Company and the few Fulani who were in Nigeria. I want to tell you that Fulani people were never part of that region. Before this war started, Britain opened door for Fulani people in the Sahel. They were tripping them in. Already before Osman and Fodio were selling Hausa people to Saudi Arabia, and they were selling them to Britain and some Arab countries. So this is how their relationship started. They needed to kill us off because they knew us more than we know. They know our lineage, they know our ancestors. Even when the country was created, our symbol was part of the icon of the country. That icon was also burnt down in Saudi Arabia also, in that same Saudi Arabia. They burnt it. And that was how the level, they come step by step up to the level we are today. They made sure that you never know this. But I thank God. That's why I tell you that you are a very special human being if you are still alive today. And we will defend ourselves and defend our land. We want to restore Biafra. I do not have a Nigerian passport. I never hold any Nigerian identity card. My family never had any identity card from Nigeria. They don't even have the constitution. They never even had the opportunity to even vote for the constitution or any kind of amended law. They will just do it by themselves, and they will impose it on the people. Biafran people, I want to tell you that when Biafra come, you will have a say in the law that will be guiding your community. You must vote if that law will serve for your own best interest. Of course, you have to be aware of the law, the rules and regulations that guide your society, that keeps you safe, that create a formula that will be very productive for a society. An enviable society, a society where rule of law and justice will thrive. That is what we want to build. And when we come together like this, I swear to God who made me, we are one kind of very special human being who have a future. We have a dream for African people, not just for ourselves, including for these very damnable people that are taking lives that they cannot give. I want to tell you that if the way we present ourselves as Biafran, if people present themselves like that, they cannot come and commit the genocide they commit before. It's not going to work again because the country is already torn apart. The Yoruba people want their freedom, and a lot of people want their freedom. You should be proud to say that you are a Biafran. Do you know what it means for you to lose even one single life? And then you are scared of these people. They did this, Britain did this so that you will be scared because you are the only challenge that they have. And then when you get scared, you give them the opportunity to take what belongs to you. Can you imagine this new European energy chairman or whatever they call him? Yeah, in their news, they were referring to people who owns the gas they are coming to take. They are calling them militants. They are calling them terrorists. And the American Secretary of State, that God will punish very well. Of course, he said, which is good.
You know,
But he
Mas,
said
you know, no, wait, Mas, sorry,
election.
Bright. You know, why I am laughing is because a thief will come to your house, rob you. At the end, he will bring you to the public and call you a thief, and the public will accept. A terrorist will come to your house, kill you, bomb your land, and bring your picture to the public and present you a terrorist, and the whole world will accept. A rapist will come to your house, rape your grandmother, rape your mother, rape your wife, rape your children, rape everything, even goat, cattle, anything rapeable, they go rape them. And they will go carry you, come hang for street, tell the world, now you do them, and the world will listen to them. And you will be crying, nobody want to hear you out. That is what is happening to us. Look at the people. You know why I am angry with those our brothers in the South as they agree they have accepted to be South that their fathers did not even know what is South. Listen, our grandfathers don't even know what is called South or Southeast or Southwest. So they are proud to tell you we South, we are here. Now we go talk them. Now we go do them. You are proud that they are calling you what do you call them? Militant. Niger Delta militant, and you are both accepting that you are Niger Delta militant of what? What are you militant for? Your own oil, your own property. It's okay.
Ugo, this is shameful. Is a very disgraceful something, but it's happening. It's happening when people You know, I don't know. I don't understand the kind of people that our parents give birth to in this current generation.
We pay the price everywhere. We pay the price with our lives. We pay the price with our children being raped. We pay the price with everything, with our land being taken over. Nothing. We even pay the price with the foods our mothers cooked, being eaten, and they go shit inside the pot where our mother cook the food. We pay the price with the blood of our innocent children. We pay the price with our farms. My God. And still, somebody is still here telling you one Nigeria. Max, go on, Jare.
You see, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've said, quite, things that are very, very revealing, my brother. And God will bless you for what you've just said. You see, I never knew that a time like this will come, that somebody like this, my brother from Eka side, will refuse the indoctrination and the false narrative that has been there long time ago to speak the way this my brother is speaking today. May God bless you. You will never lack. I was once a soldier, and I left them simply because I refuse to be a tool in the hand of those that commands the power during that time and in my own time. I cannot serve a government that derive joy in killing people that wants to defend themselves, people that has already suffered aggression. You want me, instead of you to save them, then you expect me to go and add to their problem. I say I will not do that. That was exactly why I left. And I believe that anybody with conscience that is still in that society today would do just like I did, just like Ebutu Kiwe also did live. There is life. There is life, good life, outside that, terror circles, as put it, where you obey orders and you don't have right to question. And when you question the orders, they will charge you for what they call ordination. That is how it is. That is how bad it is. You see. So I am a free man. I am as free as a bird. You see, that is how I am today. And that is the reason why I can speak the way. Some of them cannot speak the way I'm speaking today. If they are going to speak, they will be in hiding. And once you speak and you made yourself known, they will come after you. So that's how it is. See, the Asaba killing. In fact, when I saw most of these things, you cannot see it in the military museum, in the library, in the library. You can't see them there. Because, in fact, it got to a stage when I was 7, some of the young boys over there, tried to call me Nyamri. So that Nyamri thing, that slow language, Nyamri. I told them, I say, you are the Nyamri. You don't know what is Nyamri. Nyamri is Nyamiri. I mock you when I say, when you call, I laugh when you call me Nyamri, because you are able to pronounce Nyamiri, give me water. Banirua in Hausa, give me water. You don't know how to pronounce it. I pronounce the correct Nyamiri. You pronounce Nyamiri. Nyamiri is your name. When you say it, I laugh at you because you don't know how to pronounce it. Some of them begin to reason with me. They stop calling me Nyamiri. That is the narrative. When they call you Nyamiri, they mock themselves because they don't know how to pronounce Nyamiri. Banirua. They don't know how to do it in Hausa. Banirua, that is give me water. Nyamiri in Hausa language. When anybody, anywhere you go and they call you Nyamiri, laugh at them because they cannot pronounce Nyamiri. That is how they pronounce Nyamini, that is Nyamini. It is them that I laugh at. When I begin to tell them this, they begin to, and it says, what they will be asking you, what is the correct pronunciation? I say the correct pronunciation is Nyamiri Baniruwa. Baniruwa. So when I laugh at them, they say, oh, some of them begin to withdraw from that Nyamri. You see, all of us in that area, my mother's place, all the way to the riverine areas, are called Nyamri. They're called Nyamri. But they don't know that they are mocking themselves because they can't pronounce it. Change the narrative. It lies on you to change narrative. And that is what I love people are doing here. I like it, the way they are doing it. And in any way I'm going to support, I will support. If I don't have the resources to support, I will support with my own voice. And if it is inevitable, if it is necessary to defend my mother's land, my mother's ancestral land, I would do it for free. I will not go for any training anymore to go and do it. I will not. I don't need no more training to go and do it. And this is a challenge to anybody that is full-blooded Biafran. Me, part Ghana, part Biafra, will be doing what I say, what I'm saying, and you are there. You are criticizing those that are, that have devoted their time to fight for your freedom. You are there talking rubbish. That's how I say my own. I speak Igbo, I speak. If you cannot do anything, support and hold the hand of those that are there, that have devoted the time to move on. Hold their hands and support them and let them move on. Rather, you are there talking rubbish. Even you see them in the comment section, some of them are talking rubbish in the comment section. As if that what they are fighting for, when it comes, they will be the only people that will benefit from it. You will not benefit from it. You are playing the politics of Nigeria, playing into the hands of those that have been killing you and slaughters your people. And you are happy to do that. When they ask you to wear the uniform to go and kill your people, you carry AK-47 and go and begin to kill your people and burn their houses and everything. You are not ashamed of yourselves. You are not ashamed of yourself. That you sit down, the same people will come, commit all sorts of heinous crimes against our people. Rather, instead of you to support and do what is right, rather you still wear the uniform and begin to, because of what you benefit. The politicians will kill their own people because of what they are benefiting from the corrupt system that they cannot even give progress to your own people. It is unheard of. It is unheard of. It is unheard of. Biafrans must desist as a matter of urgency. This habit of backbiting, this habit of sabotaging your own freedom for peanuts. For peanuts. I heard my elder statesman, I call him my grandfather, because I think the first son is even, it will be Edwin Clark, writing to the federal government to create room for his people. Auntie, I'm doing something here. Writing to the federal government to create room for employment for his people. Only Langas that is behind their backyard. I don't know, my brother. Let's go and verify how many people from South, so-called South, that own oil wells.
None of them.
Emir collect everything. The only thing they can give you is pipeline security, a department. Let me put it that way. And you are proud to come out on social media with saliva full. Salivary mouth to come and talk nonsense about other people.
And the widest pig is there fighting for it.
You fight for peanuts, where the real meat has been taken away from you. The little one they give you, you use it to go and build international school in a different country and begin to talk rubbish to people. You are not ashamed of yourself. And you see many people following. These are the people that are supposed to be segregated. Nobody should go near them because they are not fighting for your own interest. The man that has devoted his time, his parents are being killed, his people are being slaughtered on daily basis, is the one that they are fighting against. You don't know who you want. You don't know who you are. If you know who you are, you will not allow anybody to trample over your head. You don't know the glory that you have. And since you have trampled, you've useless yourselves, and you want to make them so old to deal with you. That glory, God will take it away from you. And I plead that God will not do that to our people, because there are good people among the Biafran people. I hope that God will do it, because once God has given you the authority to do what you're supposed to do, if you don't do it, you are like a salt, a tasteless salt. You are like a tasteless salt. And this goes to the politicians, this goes to the elite, this goes to some of the religious leaders, this goes to the traditional leaders. Shame on you people for selling your people for peanut for what you are going to eat from them. And I would like to tell, you see, this remembrance day to celebrate, to remember our heroes and heroines, because it is their duty, what they have fought for. They pay the ultimate price, and we will not allow them to go free in that way. We will remember them. They are our martyrs. They are our martyrs. These are the people that died in the cause of freedom. We will not forget them. If you forget them, their blood, if you forget them or do anything that is going to make them irrelevant, their blood and their spirit will be upon you and your generation.
You see,
thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be rounding up, Max. We don't stay here 3 hours, so
Okay.
we don't try. So, Brad, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say that one of the impacts of this war as to the aiding of Nigeria, almost close to 900 million hardware materials, including tools, tank repairing tools, and everything, were given to Nigeria to destroy the freedom of Biafran people. Then there were a lot of support given to Nigeria in terms of even including food and medicine and everything. This thing make Nigerians, the so-called Nigerians, to be kind of lazy, you know. Now, the people have the mindset that if something is going on, there is one angel white man somewhere that is going to come and help solve the problem. And this is entirely different from a mentality of ordinary Igbo man. Ordinary Igbo man, before the problem comes, he will see it. And once he see it, he already is to solve that problem. An Igbo man knows how to organize and even create a state. If you go to Igbo's communities, you see how things work. They have no overall king. Even kings from some communities, they are just custodians of that community. If there is maybe family dispute or some kind of dispute, they settle it, and some of them are called Obi. Like in my area, it is called Obi, and nobody take him like the way they take like those Emir or those people from the Yoruba side. It's not like that in our area. People are very free, and that is why there is a lot of progress, especially from where I come. People are very hardworking. People are very progressive. There is no like controlling people here like the way it is now today. So this mentality of Nigerians, because the people we talk to from the South side, we have been doing this. Sometimes we don't sleep. We do watch to bring out information, give them, we tell them. Some people will tell you, some we say God go do them. Then others will say God, the UN will come. This one will come. Who is these people that is coming? These people are human beings like you. Even what they have built that they used to destroy you, they still take it from your land. Britain fight Biafra with the resources of Biafran people. You know, all in the name of just to impose that country there for him to be able to steal. So those things they used to do, those things belong to us. So we still have the brain. We are alive as human beings. We have the brain to do this, but we cannot do anything under this Nigerian thing. But if you people can go back to where you belong, come back home, all of you from the coastal region, let us come back to ourselves. Embrace our ancestral family, the Igbos. Come together, work together. When we come together, I swear to God, there is a lot of things that we can do that even those people we left will be jealous. They will even come to seek asylum in our home, and we will give them asylum. You understand? Because we have the mental, we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge to put all these things on ground for people
have
to
the resources, naturally, manpower,
everything.
wisdom. Hey, God.
Because of our lackadaisical attitude now, Europe have been able to develop a way to come now and drag our gas. And nobody, according to the information I got now, they are already approaching Algeria and Morocco, maybe. Which means they're having a diversified, it's a very gigantic project they're already making there. So, I mean, there are millions of us, and they never cared that human beings were dying. To bring food to Biafran people during this period was made illegal. To the extent that people who choose to help have to smuggle it at night so that their aircraft doesn't get shut down from the air. So, and you said that you are one Nigeria. You are one Nigeria, they call you a minority. They even have a department for minority people. They now have the minority leader. And somebody will come and tell you, one Nigeria. Do you know that the one Nigeria thing is very, very cemented in the coastal region? The same place they committed the massacre at the one, because of the one Nigeria, the people they massacred were shouting one Nigeria. And they killed them in thousands. These people today, including people I regarded as my own mentors, I look at them as intelligent people who are smart, who somebody can learn something from. Are talking about one Nigeria. I was shocked. Because when information started coming out, I went online, I went on Wikipedia, I went to so many places I started reading. I was wondering how these people were really my mentor, if they never had any knowledge of these things, or they have this knowledge, they kept it to themselves, they bear it. They were able. I am one of the people who do not feel comfortable in the sight of evil. I don't feel comfortable when some people make some other people suffer, or when some people take what belongs to everybody and put it in their possession and allow millions of people to suffer to the extent that they have to run away from their home to look for a greener pasture. And we now start begging our oppressor to give us this, give us that for something that belongs to us. I need you to just wake up from whatever type of sleeping you are sleeping. I don't know what have happened. Somebody told me that the chain of slavery is no longer in the hands of the African people, of the black man, that is in the head. You need to break that chain. That is why Ugo is here. That is why our soldier is here. That is why Simon Ekpa is shouting every day online to break that chain from your head, to open your eyes for you to see things differently. Until you start seeing things differently, you will not stop dying. Our people went out yesterday, I believe yesterday, to demonstrate. They were very, very angry. People were upset since this EFCC thing was too much in our area. They have taken so much advantage. We even get to realize that what they told us about Ibori was not exactly how it was. Obasanjo made a lot of things just to put that guy behind bar. Guess who took Ibori again? The same British people. And when you tell it, they say Ibori that stole this, he stole that. Ugo, when Ibori was in power in Delta State,
yeah,
nobody was suffering. There was money. Nobody complained until Ibori left when his cousin entered, Odua enter. and the whole thing got messed up. And this Fulani used this very guy to penetrate Delta State. If you go to Delta State now, you see thousands and dozens of cows roaming in the street. People got tired. And this EFCC left the job they were supposed to do as a financial criminal officers, and they start putting their hands in so many. They just want to grab. They have grabbed everything in Delta State. Delta State is not what Delta State used to be now. To the extent they have to shoot our son to death yesterday is something that be in my heart. And you can see I reduced because I have somebody who is taking a very bigger risk going from here and there, trying. This thing pained me so much because these guys, they were very determined, and they were all of them, they were all young people. You can never see any elderly person among them. This is the future. This is the future. The young people, this is the young people. They were very angry about this EFCC people, and they came out. Ughelli people never fear, they don't fear anything. Do you know that Ughelli people were burnt in dozens? They were burnt alive before. And they did a mass burial for them. And those people they killed were still young people. I mean, some of them were elderly people. In short, most of the elderly people have been killed because they are one of the most fearless people in Delta State. And when something wants to start, they will be the first. In short, NSAS, the first people, that was the first place that NSAS started. Even with all those killings and everything that those children have seen, they are not still afraid. They came out, but instead of the government, the police to come and guide them to make sure that they don't destroy things, join them in the demonstration. You know that these police took a gun and shoot them. When you are not professional in your field, when you don't know your job, you get people killed because you think that you are killing them. You don't make peace by killing people. And you don't kill our children. You have no right to take any single life of our kids. This is the situation we are in to go. Let me stop here because I want to continue like this. It will.
Okay, I beg, make we try close. I don't try 3.5 hours. Where I sit down here now, they talk. Make we round up. Maybe if I fit eat something, I fit come back because at least if for next 1 hour, if I fit come live. So I beg, make we close. Make we close. So just make we say goodbye to Biafrans for now.
Yeah, our people, my uncles, my cousins, my aunties. I know it is a tough job and a tough journey that we are embarking on. We have started it, and I believe that by the grace of God, we are going to end it and end it fruitfully. Yes, and when they say in any flood, when flood comes, both the dry trees and the living ones will collapse. Most of us will go, but let's fall in pride. Let's fall with pride that we are fighting and restoring for Biafra. Most of these advanced countries that most of us are staying today, they paid the ultimate price before they got what they wanted and what they are enjoying today. And I believe that something will happen to Biafrans. We will get our place, and may God bless you wherever you are, whatever you are doing. As long as it's legitimate, our God will prosper you and protect you. And you will live to see the fruit of your labor today. You will live to enjoy Biafra. God bless you, and may God protect you. May God protect Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, strengthen him in his spirit, body, and spirit, so that he will come out to join us in this cause. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Right.
Fellow Biafrans, thank you very much for watching this video. Those of you who are watching this video, if you are from coastal region, we would like you to subscribe to our channel or figure out a way you can even join us in our forum.
Bright,
We are doing.
Bright, can you quickly give us your link if you have it? Let's press it so that they can see your link and join you and subscribe to your channel.
I don't have it now because I don't want to waste
Okay.
our time.
Next time you come.
Next time I will post the link on the Autopilot Media, and they will go. Thank you very much for the great job you are doing. I want to say a very big thank you to ESN people, wherever zone and command you belong to, and our Biafrans who are at home. What we are doing is for the best interest of all of us, and we want to make our life better. And making our life better have engaged a very serious challenge. I want you to be very strong and have a very strong mental toughness, the capability of personal capability, so that you can be able to walk with us in this journey. And then Biafra will come. Our leader is still in the hands of the enemy. We pray that God will give him the strength, give him the more superior knowledge, and everything that he requires there where he is. We don't know how he's feeling, whether they are beating him, torturing him. Have been there before. I know how it is. So when I remember Nnamdi Kanu, I flash my mind back in 2012, 13, 14, 15, up to 16, and it's very, very emotional. And then I want you to know that you are the best. You are the very best Biafran people. And then share this video and let it get to all this, because from our area, many people are not getting information. We are doing something with the spokesperson of the autopilot of Biafran people to make sure that we get these gadgets in our area, so this information can be transmitted in our villages, because they needed it there the most. And then thank you so much, Hugo, for the opportunity you gave me here to say my own piece.
You're always welcome, anytime, any day.
Thank you.
This is not my platform. It belongs to every Biafra. It belongs to every Biafran, as long as the person is going to use it for the purpose of Biafrans. Yeah, no get problem. Just the right thing is what we do here. If you follow what we are doing here, you are not my enemy. Even if China Sanwodo come here now and say you want join autopilot, I go give him room, make it talk. Now so my
Abbas,
black, I know,
no, Abbas no go come here.
if you come here, Holy Spirit go convict them now.
Okay.
Abbas no go come. Okay, thank you so much. Next time you come, we will try and publicize your channel so that people will get to know you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you. What is Uzo, are you there? No. So on this note, I will say, Biafrans, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I will be dropping this program here now, and maybe soonest I may rejoin again. I may join again maybe in half an hour. Who knows, if the time permits me? Because as I did and I'm hungry, they wire me. If I fit organize my belly, if I fit settle and well, I go join again. Make we keep the line busy before we go to bed, because Simon will not be coming to line the way it is now. So on this point, I will say thank you all for your moment. I love you all. I love every contribution, every comment. I appreciate all. It's you, it's me. Together, we are building Biafra. Listen, like I used to say, nobody is more important than the other. Everyone is important. That's why we have division of labor, which our people, our ancestors have been practicing ever since go. They call it oro, oro, eke. Yeah, that is the division of labor. You both come, they tell us, it be like say we know now before. We have been practicing division of labor. So I want you to know that you are important, you are special, as I am, as every other person. So God bless you all. Remember, come 7th October, sit at home, tell everybody, no commot for house. And anybody crying for one Nigeria, if I will come back again, I will come back with that same video of that old man and take the particular place he was crying. We are told, or we accepted one Nigeria. So on this note, I will say thank you very much for listening to me. Even if I know Sabi talk, you did listen to me. That means you love me. Somebody like Adibo Sunday. So thank you all.